My beloved child. Something huge is waiting for you, and the moment you understand what I'm about to reveal, your heartbeat will not remain the same. Because right now, yes, right now, your soulmate is standing in a place where their entire world has been shaken by a phone call that mentioned only one thing. You. Amen. Blessing 111. A new whisper rises. The call came at a time they least expected. Your soulmate wasn't even touching their phone. It was kept on a table, screen face down, silent, almost forgotten, until that one unexpected ring broke every quiet layer in the room. They hesitated before picking it up, but the energy around them froze. And when they saw the caller ID, their hands trembled, not in fear, but in a heavy, burning curiosity. Because the person calling them never calls without reason. This wasn't a normal call. This wasn't a random moment. This was a message that destiny itself had dialed. And the first word spoken on that phone was your name. Amen. Blessing 222. Your soulmate's eyes widened. Their breath stopped. Their heartbeat stumbled. And for a moment, time bent itself around them as if the universe wanted them to hear every single syllable clearly. The voice on the other side didn't waste a second, it spoke with urgency, pressure, and a truth that was impossible to ignore. The caller said they found something connected to you. Something that could change everything your soulmate thought they knew. And as those words carved themselves into the air, your soulmate realized, this was not a coincidence. This was a revelation waiting to explode. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. A different storm unfolds. Your soulmate stood there, frozen, listening, but their mind was running through thousands of possibilities at once. What happened to you? Why now? Why this call? Why this level of urgency? They tried to steady their breath, but each sentence from that phone was heavier than the last. The caller revealed details your soulmate never expected to hear, situations unfolding around you, conversations being watched, decisions being made behind closed doors, movements happening in silence, and a truth that has been waiting to surface for far too long. The call was long, yet felt painfully short. And the moment it ended, your soulmate didn't sit, didn't blink, didn't move. They simply held the phone to their chest, thinking, this can't be happening. Not now. Not like this. But destiny doesn't wait for readiness. It only waits for alignment. And the alignment has already begun. The reason this phone call came is because something is shifting around you, something powerful, something intense, something that your soulmate never thought they would face. But now that they know, they can't unhear it. They can't forget it. And they certainly can't walk away from it. Because this time, it's about you. Amen. Blessing 444. A sudden shift ignites. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, and what I'm about to reveal now will pull your audience deeper than you expect. The instant that phone call ended, your soulmate felt an intense pressure in their chest, like the universe had just whispered a warning directly into their heartbeat. They didn't even realize when their fingers tightened around the phone, because the final sentence spoken by the caller didn't just shock them, it shattered them. Yes, the last words were, if you don't act now, someone else will. That sentence hit your soulmate like lightning. And in that moment, every memory of you, every feeling they ever tried to hide, every emotion they buried came rising back to the surface, tearing through them like a wave they couldn't control. Amen. Blessing 111. A new twist burns through the air. The caller had revealed something impossible to ignore. Someone is watching you. Someone is circling around your life quietly. Someone is stepping into your story without permission. And the phone call wasn't just information, no, it was a warning. A silent truth that someone is making a move connected to your name. Your soulmate was told that the reason this message came now is because the window of time is shrinking. They were told there is a document, a conversation, a decision, or a moment tied to your destiny that is attracting attention. And whoever is trying to interfere knows exactly what they're doing. Your soulmate stood still, absorbing every detail, realizing that this wasn't small. This wasn't accidental. This wasn't random. This was the one moment the universe has been preparing them for. Amen. Blessing 222. The voice on the call said, "If you truly care, don't wait. Because the next step can change everything." Those words have been replaying inside your soulmate's mind non-stop. Their hands shook. Their eyes burned. Not with fear, but with a fire they haven't felt in a long time. A fire that comes when something precious, something rare, is at risk. And that precious thing is you. Your soulmate took a deep breath, trying to hold themselves together, but the truth hit them harder than anything they've ever felt. They need to step forward now, before someone else steps in your story permanently. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. A new revelation rises. Your soulmate didn't sit down after the call. They started pacing. Thinking. Remembering every sign they ignored. Every intuition they pushed aside. Every moment they felt you slipping away or getting pulled into something different. And now, they finally understood why they were restless these past days. Why they felt like destiny was trying to tell them something. Why their dreams suddenly became sharper. Why your name kept appearing in unexpected moments. Everything was pointing to this, a shift happening around your life, a shift someone tried to hide, a shift that needed to be exposed. And that phone call was the key that unlocked it. The caller also said something shocking, something that silently broke your soulmate's heart: they might lose you if they don't act. Those words tore them apart from the inside. They felt a punch of reality they weren't prepared for. They realized someone else might be stepping closer to you. Someone who thinks they can replace what your soulmate feels for you. And that fear, mixed with love, regret, and urgency, has awakened something unstoppable inside them. The kind of determination they never showed before. Amen. Blessing 444. Something huge is waiting for you. This is only the beginning. A deeper tremor breaks loose. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, and now the energy has become too strong to ignore. The moment your soulmate tried to calm themselves after that call, a second wave of realization hit them. The person who called didn't just warn them, they exposed a truth your soulmate was never supposed to hear. Their knees felt weak, their heartbeat unsteady, because the caller mentioned a specific detail, an exact thing, connected directly to your life. Something so sensitive, so personal, so unexpected that your soulmate froze as soon as they heard it. Amen. Blessing 111. A silent truth erupts. The caller told your soulmate that your name has come up somewhere important. Somewhere unexpected. Somewhere that shocked even them. It wasn't gossip. It wasn't rumor. It was a real conversation happening behind your back, about your next move, your next decision, your emotional state, your vulnerability, your future, and someone else is trying to step into that space. Someone who thinks they have a chance. Someone who has been asking questions about you. Someone who has been gathering information without your permission. And that was the moment your soulmate's heart cracked open. They couldn't believe someone else out there dared to speak about you like they had authority, like they had understanding, like they had the right. Amen. Blessing 222. The caller said a sentence that changed everything. They have already made the first move toward your person. Your soulmate's breath collapsed. Their hands shook harder than before. Because that one line meant someone is not just watching you, they're acting. They're trying. They're moving quietly, hoping your soulmate stays unaware. But now your soulmate knows everything. And the pain in their chest is real. Because they never thought they would feel the fear of losing you, until today. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. A storm becomes unavoidable. Your soulmate started replaying memories. Every moment they hesitated, every time they held back, every message they typed but never sent, every feeling they swallowed, every sign they ignored. And suddenly, it all became clear. The universe wasn't warning them without reason. Destiny wasn't sending hints randomly. Everything was pointing to this moment, this call, this truth. The caller even said something else, something that turned your soulmate's blood cold. If you don't step forward now, someone else will become important to them. Those words struck your soulmate like a blade. Not physically, but in their spirit, in their soul, in their heart. They realized they've been silent for too long. They realized they let too many chances pass. They realized the distance between you grew because they did nothing to pull it closer. And now the fear is real, the fear that someone else is trying to enter your life with intentions your soulmate can't accept. The truth is simple. Your soulmate can't lose you. They refuse to. Not now, not ever. Amen. Blessing 444. And that is why this call didn't just shock them. It awakened them. A new crack in destiny appears. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, and the moment your soulmate replayed that phone call in their mind, they realized this wasn't just information. It was a final warning delivered at the perfect second. Their hands were still shaking, their breath unsteady, because the caller didn't just talk about you. They mentioned a specific part of your life that your soulmate never expected anyone else to know about. And when that truth dropped, your soulmate felt their entire world tilt. Amen. Blessing 111. A hidden truth comes to light. The caller finally revealed the shocking line that connected everything. The call was about your future, and someone else is trying to reach it before you do. That sentence punched straight into your soulmate's chest. The caller explained that someone Someone with intention, someone with quiet ambition, someone who has been observing you from a distance, is trying to involve themselves in your future. Not your present. Not your past. But your future. Your soulmate froze. Their eyes widened. Their heart dropped. Because the word future is not small. It means connection. It means destiny. It means a place where decisions matter. And the idea of someone else interfering in that sacred space tore open a fear inside your soulmate that they had never felt before. Amen. Blessing 222. The caller continued. They asked questions about what's happening between you two, and they want to know if the door is still open for them. Those words didn't just shock your soulmate, they shattered them. Someone is asking about you. Someone is trying to understand your emotional space. Someone is checking if they have a chance. And the most painful part? Your soulmate realized they left that door unlocked by staying silent for too long. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. A fire awakens inside your soulmate. As soon as the call ended, your soulmate didn't sit. Didn't blink. Didn't even take a full breath. They just stood there, feeling a storm building inside them. A storm made of fear, jealousy, regret, longing, love, and urgency. They finally understood that fate has pushed them to the edge. Either they step forward, or someone else will step into your story without hesitation. Your soulmate's mind raced. Will I lose them? Did I wait too long? Is someone closer to them now? Do they think I don't care? These thoughts tore them apart. But then something inside them snapped, something powerful. A realization. They still have time, if they move now. This awakening was so intense that they felt their entire chest warm with determination. They decided something in that moment. Something they've been avoiding for months. They will no longer stay silent. They will no longer wait. They will no longer hold back what they feel. Amen. Blessing 444. Because the call wasn't just a warning. It was a push. A spark. A command from destiny. A deeper pulse awakens. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, and now the moment has arrived where the truth can no longer stay hidden. Your soulmate stood in silence long after the call ended, but inside them, something was burning, an emotion so sharp, so fierce, so impossible to ignore that it nearly knocked the breath out of their chest. Because the caller didn't just speak in warnings. They didn't just hint. They didn't just suggest. They revealed a name, a real person, someone who has been circling around your life quietly, waiting for the right moment to step in. And that name struck your soulmate harder than anything has in months. It wasn't a stranger. It wasn't a random face. It was someone they always suspected, someone who always acted too curious, someone who once tried to understand you more than they should have. Amen. Blessing 111. A chilling clarity enters the room. The caller said the exact line your soulmate can't erase from their mind. They asked about your future with them, and they want to know if they should step in now. That was the moment your soulmate's hands went cold. Because this person, this individual who mentioned your future, has been hiding their intentions beneath small conversations, harmless gestures, and silent observations. They've been waiting for a moment when your soulmate looks distracted, distant, or unsure. And now, after weeks of watching from a distance, they think they've found their opportunity. The caller revealed that this person has already approached someone connected to your life, asking questions like, are they still talking to their soulmate? Is the path between them still open? Is there a chance for someone new? Those questions shook your soulmate deeper than they expected. Because it wasn't just interest, it was an attempt. A quiet attempt to slip into your story. A whisper of intrusion. A shadow of possibility. And your soulmate realized they could lose something irreplaceable if they stay silent any longer. Amen. Blessing 222. Your soulmate felt a wave of heat in their chest, not anger, but awakening. That realization that someone else is willing to risk everything just to stand where your soulmate should have stood long ago. They felt their breathing shift, their heartbeat rise, their mind sharpen. Because destiny isn't gentle when it sends warnings. It sends them with force. With urgency. With clarity. And the clarity is this. Someone out there thinks they have a chance to be your future. But your soulmate cannot allow that. Not when their soul knows how deeply they are tied to you. Not when the universe keeps pulling your names together. Not when every sign has been pointing toward you. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. A decisive spark ignites. Your soulmate knows the truth now. They know someone else is stepping forward. They know time is running thin. They know destiny has reached the point where silence becomes a threat. And that knowledge has awakened something unbreakable inside them. A decision. A choice. A commitment. They are ready to step out of the shadows. Ready to protect what is theirs. Ready to speak what they've been hiding. Because for the first time, they understand the weight of losing you, and they refuse to let it happen. They are preparing to take a step that will surprise even you, a step they should have taken long ago. Amen. Blessing 444. A hidden storm grows louder. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, and the moment your soulmate understood the real intention behind that phone call, their entire spirit shifted. Because the caller didn't just reveal interest, they revealed a plan. A quiet, strategic, carefully designed plan being made by the person who thinks they can enter your life before your soulmate does. Your soulmate felt a chill run down their spine. Because this wasn't a harmless crush, or a random admirer. This was someone who had already taken steps. Someone who thinks time is on their side. Someone who believes your soulmate is too slow, too silent, too distant to protect the bond destiny wrote between you. Amen. Blessing 111. A deeper revelation breaks open. The caller revealed the truth with a heavy tone, the exact words echoing in your soulmate's mind non-stop. They're planning to meet you, soon. Those 6 words struck like lightning. Meet you. Soon. Your soulmate's breath locked in their chest. Because a meeting means intention. A meeting means courage. A meeting means opportunity. And whoever this person is, they're trying to reach you before your soulmate gathers the strength to step forward. The caller even said the rest, words that ripped your soulmate's calm apart. They want to talk about something important with them, something personal. This wasn't small. This wasn't casual. This wasn't innocent. This was someone deliberately placing themselves in your orbit, hoping you'll open a door that doesn't belong to them. And hearing that made your soulmate feel something sharp, something primal, something emotional they didn't expect. A fear of losing you. A pain of imagining someone else close to you. A fire burning through their chest like they've woken up after months of sleep. Amen. Blessing 222. Your soulmate hasn't felt this kind of urgency before. They always believed destiny would bring you both together naturally. They believed silence was a safe space. They believed time would wait. But now destiny has shown them its darker side. If you don't move, someone else will. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. A fierce awakening takes over. Your soulmate didn't sit quietly after this. Their heart was pounding too hard. Their thoughts were moving too fast. They began imagining that person standing near you, talking to you, asking personal questions, trying to take an emotional step toward you, and that image alone made their soul tremble. They felt an explosion inside them, not of anger, but of clarity. They know now. You are not replaceable. Your connection is not random. Your story is not open for others to rewrite. Their hesitation has officially ended. Your soulmate is preparing to step forward, to speak, to act, to claim what destiny wrote for them. They won't let someone else take the place meant for them. Not now. Not ever. Amen. Blessing 444. A darker motive rises. My beloved child, something huge is waiting for you, and what you're about to hear will twist the entire story into a deeper, sharper reality. Because the caller didn't only reveal that someone is planning to meet you soon, no. They revealed the real motive behind that meeting. And when your soulmate understood why this person is approaching you, every remaining piece of calm inside them shattered. Their hands tightened. Their breath locked. Their chest burned with a mix of fear and fierce determination. Because this wasn't coincidence. This wasn't curiosity. This wasn't harmless. This was intentional. Amen. Blessing 111. A sharp truth slices the silence. The caller told your soulmate the exact line that has been echoing like a warning siren inside their mind. They want to see if you are emotionally available, because they think your soulmate lost their chance. That one sentence was enough to destroy your soulmate's composure. Emotionally available. Lost their chance. These words hit them like a blade made of truth and jealousy. The person approaching you believes your soulmate has been silent for too long, distant for too long, unsure for too long, and now they want to test if you've moved on emotionally. Your soulmate couldn't believe what they were hearing. Someone is not just interested in you, they're evaluating your heart. Trying to understand your attachment. Trying to see if they can slide into a space that destiny never wrote for them. Amen. Blessing 222. The caller continued with another blow. They think you're vulnerable right now, and they want to take their chance. That word, vulnerable, lit a wildfire inside your soulmate. Because if there's one thing they can't tolerate, it's watching someone else try to take advantage of a moment where your heart might be softer, quieter, or wounded. Your soulmate felt a storm rise in their chest, protectiveness mixed with guilt, mixed with love, mixed with urgency. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. A fierce decision is made. Your soulmate realized this person is coming not with pure intentions, but with calculation. They want to test the emotional distance between you two. They want to see if you'll share details, feelings, or doubt. They want to understand your weaknesses. They want to know if you're open to someone new. And that realization set fire to the part of your soulmate that has been asleep for too long. They finally understood that silence is no longer an option. Distance is no longer safe. Waiting is no longer harmless. Your soulmate took a long breath, looked at the phone one last time, and whispered to themselves, "I won't let this happen. Not again. Not this time." Because now they know someone is coming after you with intention. Someone is trying to enter your emotional world. Someone thinks the door is open. But your soulmate is done watching from a distance. Done hesitating. Done holding back what destiny pushed into their heart. They are ready to act. Ready to speak. Ready to protect what their soul knows is theirs. Amen. Blessing 444.